some people, they dream of being like star athletes or singers or someone famous or something. Well, I've kind of had that like my whole life, and my life as a kid wasn't easy. It was kind of a hard life. There are many things I was told like that would push you down, things like you're worthless, you're ugly, you're stupid. But you started to believe those things, and like I believed them for a long time, and then my mom started telling me the saying. She said, "You can be anything you want to be." And that's probably one of the only good things I got from my parents. My dad was a drug addict. He was also an alcoholic, and he dealed marijuana and crystal meth, which I might be named after. Then my mom, she had manic depression, and she was manic depression by herself. There was lots of times when my dad was gone, and when he came home, he had a very bad temper, and he beat me and my mother. But he was always out dealing drugs. We grew up living in the ghettos, and I grew up taking care of my 2 younger siblings with my big brother Anthony. And we went to all these different homes. I remember there would be times where the landlords would come in and they'd start screaming at my mom. Some of it in Spanish, because they were sometimes Mexican landlords. It was kind of funny to watch in a way, but then they turned off the heat, and that wasn't so funny. But to get food, because my mom, she wouldn't cook, and the only person who would really cook was my grandma Jane, and she didn't figure out until when we got taken away around, I got taken away around 8 years old, and there was gas stations nearby, and there was local food stores that I'd steal from to get food for me and my siblings. But at 8 years old, I was taken away and put into foster care. They first put me with my grandma Jane, and she couldn't handle all of us, so we all got separated. I went to a foster home with a lady named Marianne, who was nuts. She was crazy. I swear. She should have been on meds. But from there, me and my brother, we'd act up a lot, and we did this rebellion thing at nighttime. I'm not going to bed, kind of thing. So we got split up because of our behavior issues. And then I was put into 2 other foster homes where I was sent to this lady named Sheila and Terry. And they had a bunch of kids. But next door was their sister, mom's sister, Sheila's sister. And that's where I was adopted. After I was adopted, I put up with abuse for 3 years until I finally had enough of it, and I ran away and told DHS. And now my adoptive dad was put in prison, the Colorado State Penitentiary. So he's in there for a while. And then I stayed with my friend for a while, for about 2 weeks. And they were going to take me, but then they were going on a vacation. So they sent me here to Iowa. And they said I was going to go back to live with my friend, but DHS lied to get me here. So I lived with my grandparents, where I was basically in isolation for a couple of years. And that's when, about a year ago, I started living with Ori's family. And they became my family. And while I was living at my grandparents', to cope with isolation, I had many things. Psychologically, studies say that I should be depressed, suicidal, have real anger issues. To deal with all that, to express my emotions, I started writing music, and I started writing lyrics to it, and basically expressing how I feel. That was how I deal with depression, kind of. And basically, as I started writing more lyrics, they got happier as time got by. And they actually started getting even happier when I started living with Ori's family. And then how I handled my anger is I kind of channeled it into motivation to show others that did stuff to me that, I'm not what they think I am. I can be something more. And the words in the song Hall of Fame that say, you can walk straight through hell with a smile, rang true for me because, like, I feel like I can take anything life throws at me and still walk through it and make the best of it. And that's what I try to do with my music. And I go back with being on the Hall of Fame. I have high expectations for myself, and I wanted to be a singer. So I started keeping track of my music. And then I heard this song one day, and it was like, it really rang true for my life.
Cool.